Hello, I think it's recording that. Yeah, it is. I can see the numbers going up. Hi, Madals. Hi, people. Hi, whoever you are. So today, I have the biggest book haul yet. Yes, I did it again. I wasn't gonna do the joke of holding them all up because I think I would drop them. Not gonna lie, I've got them in three separate piles on the bed. I'm very excited. There was so many books I wanted to get today. The restraint I had, and that's saying something because I literally was like, I'm only gonna get like 2 books today because I had my mind on them, and then ended up getting like so many. Um, First of all, I realised that the book I got the other day um, was the same one I already had. The World According to Bob. I was supposed to pick up a street cat named Bob. So my friend is currently borrowing my hardback version of the book that I already own, and we're going to do a swap. And I'm going to let her keep the paperback version, and I'm going to have the hardback version because I want the hardback version. Sometimes I prefer paperback, but this hardback copy of it is like green and I think it looks really cool. And I want that one. And my friend was like really excited to have the paperback version. I think they prefer paperback because they were like, oh, yes, paperback. So all works, all good. But um, let me, first of all, before I show you my massive book haul, um, talk about the book I just finished, Payday by Celia Walden. I really enjoyed this book. This book was really good. I liked it a lot. Um, I liked it a lot. Oh, oh no, the book piles are falling. I'm going to read you my little book review on it. For anybody interested in what I think about Payday by Celia Walden. Um, so I'll read you my little book review. Um, Another book down. This one was a brilliant one. I really liked this, and the plot turns too. It was really good. Covered intense topics and important topics too about corrupt men at the top taking advantage of people. Definitely a book of mysteries, and I loved the differences in viewpoints in the characters and the different personalities. I liked how the whole story unfolded, and I liked that they began with the death and worked backwards. Brackets, not a spoiler because legit says he was killed on the cover of the book. Bracket, because you know. It was really good. I liked the writing style and I'm impressed. I do recommend reading Payday by Celia Walden. It only took me so long to finish because life things, and I did like a laughing emoji. But I recommend it. If I could have had the chance to not put it down, well, I wouldn't have. It was a great read. I didn't really say too much, only because I don't want to spoil anything. I was trying so hard. I don't want to say anything and then this book get spoiled. But it was really, really good. The blurb says, late one night, 3 women share secrets. Um, they all want to destroy him, but which one killed him? And it's so good. I really, really, really like it. Um, Brilliant read. I recommend. I was using this as a bookmark as well. We love. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Right, now, enough of the waffle. Well, you guys might enjoy the book reviews, but on to the books I got yesterday, technically. I keep saying today, I meant yesterday because I got it on the 27th of August 2024 and it's now 13 minutes past 12 in the morning. So technically the next day, the 28th of August 2024. So if I say today, I mean yesterday, basically. Um, but first of all, this was the first one I think I picked up. Wait. No, it wasn't. This was the first book I picked up, The Storm We Made, because I remember this was the first one, because I literally was like, oh, it looks so intriguing. Okay, just the one book. It was not just the one book. I already had 2 books I wanted to get in mind, but then this was the book I told myself that, oh, just this one exception to this and then the other 2 books, not, I'll be done. I was not done. So, The Storm We Made by Vanessa Chan. I read the back and I was like, oh my god, I need this. Also, look how pretty it is. Like, I am so excited. Her decisions changed history, now her children must survive it. It just looks so good. I'm so excited to read this. Um, Next. Another book I picked up that looked really cool is Louis de Bunnies, Red Dog. I'm sorry if I butchered that pronunciation. I did not mean to. Look how cool this looks. First of all, I had to. Like, look how cool this book is. I got this mainly because it looks so bloody cool, but then you look inside and there's like illustrations. I have no idea what this book's about, but it looked so cool that I wanted to pick it up. Like the illustrations and stuff. My god, yes. So, I mean, come on. I had to pick it up. So I have no idea what this book's about. But I saw Red Dog and I was like, yes, that's mine now. Thank you very much. Next. Oh, wait, let me get these two together. I'm doing this kind of out of order of when I got them, but these were the books I intended to pick up. I wanted to pick up The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman, but in hardback because I saw this book by Richard Osman, The Bullet That Missed, and this one in hardback, but I found this one for cheaper before I got around to going back to buy the hardback. So I've got both books, just one is paperback, one's hardback. But I'm very excited to read these. I've heard good things about these books, so I'm very, very excited. Let me think what next. Oh, James Patterson, The People vs. Alex Cross. I've heard good things about this. From the author of The President is Missing. I've heard good things about James Patterson. I think I've read one of his books before on holiday. I can't quite remember. I was younger and I can't remember, to be honest, but I'm very excited. I've heard good things about him and I cannot wait to read this. The blurb got me alone. Alex has been on the wrong side of the law until now, charged with gunning down the followers of his nemesis, Gary Sonneje in cold blood. Cross is being turned into the poster child for trigger-happy cops. Dun dun dun. It just looks really, really good, and it's a thriller, and I love thrillers, so yes, absolutely got that one. The Dinner Party is one I picked up as well. All your friends are invited, but which one of them will survive? This is because it reminded me of the film The Menu. I flippin' love that film. The film The Menu, yes, I love it. I love it so much. But anyways, The Dinner Party by R.J. Parker. It just sounds so cool, and it's a thriller, and I love thrillers. And guess who read this book? Simon Koenig, the author of Good Cop, Bad Cop, which I've only just spotted literally 2 seconds ago. So I'm even more excited because I really loved Good Cop, Bad Cop. So if he says tightly written, fast-paced, keeps you turning pages, I believe him. I've read his own book. If he liked this, I'm very excited. So I'm excited to read The Dinner Party. If you can't tell, I like a lot of genres. I could read anything, to be honest. Although recently I've been kind of steering away from like the lovey-dovey shit. I like the lovey-dovey shit. I'm not knocking it. I actually really like it. But I don't know, recently I've just been kind of like more drawn to like thrillers and stuff and more darker books. I've just been drawn to them. I've always liked them, don't get me wrong, but I've been really drawn to them. My favourite genre in general is fantasy and the supernatural world, hands down. But I am really being drawn into the like world of thriller books at the moment, so I'm very excited. And speaking of, Tooth and Claw by Nigel McCreary. I saw this and I was like, yes, you are coming home with me. He's just tortured a beautiful young TV presenter to death, and now he's planning to blow an anonymous commuter to pieces. Who will be next, and how will he strike? Yes, please. I'm very excited to read this. It looks very exciting, and dark. So fun. We've got Along for the Ride, which is actually actually the book my friend spotted and said, "Oh, what about this one?" And so I picked it up and bought it. Auden has always felt like the odd one out. Since her parents' divorce, she's shielded away, studying lots and staying out of the party scene. But now Auden realizes Must be something more, and just like that, she changes everything. Moving to her dad's house opens up a whole new world of beach parties, food fights, and simply having fun. As she gets to know herself and a secretive boy with dark, brooding eyes, can Autumn begin to let go and finally feel like she truly belongs? So it sounds really sweet. Read her once and fall in love. Along for the Ride by Sarah Desson. I am excited to read this, to be honest. It'll be good. It sounds quite sweet, and as much as I've just been enjoying the thrillers, obviously, I do like sweet as well. So this sounds like a really sweet read. Yeah, to be honest, I'll read most genres. I'm not really put off by. I'm not like, oh, I could never read this genre. That doesn't put me off. I think it's like, oh, what puts me off of a book? I don't know. I think it just depends how I feel. How I feel, yeah. What I'm in the mood for. Um, but Together in Lilac Well, Sasha Morgan. Sometimes all you need is a second chance. I read this blurb. Not the book. I haven't read it yet. I want to. Um, and it sounds just really, really good. Eva needs a change after a tragic miscarriage and breaking up with her unsupportive boyfriend. She is desperate for a new start, somewhere peaceful where she can focus on her pottery. It is the cobbled courtyard of Lilac Well that she meets the mysterious Fitz, a carpenter who similarly escaped to the tiny village a few years earlier. But can you ever really run away from your past? Eva and Fitz, two wounded souls, will need to help each other heal if they're able to find love and happiness once more. A charming and cozy romance. Now, I know I just said I've been kind of like, not lovey-dovey, but this sounds quite. It just it sounds like a nice read. Like it sounds like it's going to be quite sad, but also a happy ending, and that just sounds really nice. Realistic as well. Yeah, I like the sound of reading that. It caught my eye, and yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes. Oh, okay. I picked up. Where is it? I picked up two John Green books today. Let It Snow, by John Green, Maureen Johnson, which I've read some of her books that I've actually read some of the books that she's collaborated with. I've read her works with, what's it fucking called? I think she's definitely helped Cassandra Clare write some, of the, what one was it? It was the, Shadowhunter Academy and some of the Magnus Bane Chronicles, I think, is co-written by her. Very excited. Um, I've never heard of Lauren Miracle, but I'm sure she's good. Free Holiday Romance. It's a Christmas book. So maybe by the time I get around to reading this, it'll be Christmas. Maybe this will be a December read for me because I've got so many books to go through. Maybe I can make myself read this in December so I get more of the Christmassy vibes. But I'm very excited. And I also picked up by John Green Turtles All the Way Down, John Green, which I wanted to get anyways online, and then I found it in a charity shop. So result, but praise for John Green. Um, Filled with dark humor and written with a beautiful simplicity that draws the reader in so deep that it's not just the twists and turns, but the gentle bends and curves that you feel tugging at your emotions. I can't wait. Um, I cannot wait to read this. I wanted to read this anyways. I like John Green books. I've already got. I'm looking at my bookshelf as well for memory. Looking for Alaska. Adore that book. An Abundance of Catherines. Like that book a lot. Can't remember much about it. I need to reread it to be honest. The Fault in Our Stars, classic. Will Grayson. Not gonna lie, can't really remember much about it, so I need to reread it. Paper Towns, I liked it. I've read that recently, and now I've got Let It Snow and Turtles All the Way Down. So I'm very excited about my little John Green book collection. Um, what next? Ooh, ooh, The Fifth Wave. All of Us. Rick Yancey. And don't miss the major motion picture So I haven't actually seen that one, the televised version of this, but I saw the book and I knew it was on TV. I remember hearing something about it, but now I've got the book, so I'm very excited to read this. Very excited. It looks really cool, and I'm very excited. They are coming for us, all of us. Dun dun dun. Very excited to read this. First wave took out 500,000 people. The second wave put that number to shame. The third wave lasted a little longer, 12 weeks, 4 billion dead. In the fourth wave, you can't trust that people are still people. And the fifth wave, no one knows, but it's coming. Dun dun dun. I'm excited to read this. Next, we got The Collective. Getting in is easy, getting out is a killer. This book, look how cool it flipping looks for a start. And then I read the blurb. How far will a mother go to right a wrong? Camille Gardner is a grieving and angry mother who 5 years after her daughter's death is obsessed with the man that she believes to be responsible because Camille wants revenge. I love the name Camille anyways. Enter The Collective, a group of women who enact revenge on those who have taken their children. But as Camille gets more involved in the group, she must decide whether these women are the heroes or the villains, and if she chooses wrong, will she ever get out alive? Dun dun dun! I'm very excited to read this. It looks so cool as well. I got one book that isn't a reading book. Well, you do read it, but I mean like a story. I got 365 cocktails. Now listen, I don't even drink like that much. I honestly can't really remember the last time I was drunk, to be honest. But listen, it looked fun. It looked fun. And I was talking to my friend, and we were even like, oh, maybe we can make them into mocktails because we're not really big drinkers. So maybe we could like use the like juice inspiration to make mocktails, or the mocktail version of them. Or I like making drinks for other people in general. Like ask anyone, I'll make anyone a bloody cup of tea. So if any of my friends want an alcoholic cocktail, I now know a book with 365 of them in, and also shots are in here, I think. I'm not saying I never drink, but it might be fun to do, especially like for example, like my 23rd birthday. Maybe whip out the cocktail book and make a few cocktails on my birthday. That sounds lovely. Um, in fact, that sounds like a plan. or Christmas. Um, it just looked fun. So, to be honest, ooh, and it gives you a rating. It looked really fun. So, and I like the way it's organized. That was another thing that drew me to it. Is like it has like sections on the different alcohols. So, say for example, you like a certain type of alcohol. It tells you the bases. So one's for the vodka bases, the gin bases, the tequila bases, the rum bases, the whiskey, the brandy, liqueurs and other spirits, the champagne bases, non-alcoholic cocktails. There we go. It's at the end. Let's have a look. Watch me start obsessively drinking mocktails in my daily life. You're drinking? No, it's a mocktail, but it's really, really good. Let me find the mocktails now. That looks really good. Champagne, no. Non-alcoholic, found it. Shirley Temple, green frappe, muesli brunch, frosted berry, pink lemonade, hello, raspberry lemonade, tropical orange, bloody orange, French fries, French fries. It's because fries means strawberry in French, so instead of saying fresh fries, I said French fries. Love that. It's because my brain was like, that's French, that's strawberry, and then it came out as French instead of fresh, because I was thinking at the same time. Fresh fries. Sounds great. Ooh. You know what? I'm very excited about this. Make some mocktails and some cocktails, and it'll be fun. It'll be a bit of fun. Honestly, I picked it up for a bit of fun. I was like, ooh, why not? But yeah, that's my book haul, and I'm very excited about it. I love it. Um, Although they're now in a mess. I had them all in neat piles, and they're now just crumpled across the bed. But I'm very excited to read these. Just got quite a few different genres today, actually. Um, which is good. Always interesting to have different things to read. Um, yeah, I'm very, very excited to read these, to be honest. And honestly, I've got so many books now, I don't even know where to begin. My to read list is ridiculously long now, um, but in a good way. So, yeah, I'm gonna go so I can put all these books away and then get reading. I finished Payday literally not even an hour ago, so I need to pick my next book. I would say leave suggestions, but by the time this video is up, I would have already picked the book. Maybe leave suggestions out of the ones I've bought recently of one you want me to read next. I probably have a little list going on in my head though, but if you want to leave a suggestion, you're welcome to. Yeah, I think next I'm gonna read, hmm, maybe The Tattooed Heart or The Alibi Man by Tammy Hogue, because they were kind of on my list next and they got kind of pushed back. I was originally gonna read, I've still got the bookmark next to it, the Cassandra Clare books, but it's a series and I know that I'm gonna have to read them all, which is fine. And I do love Cassandra Clare, but I'm kind of in the mood to just um read something else at the moment. I don't know. I do love Cassandra Clare. Like, she is my favourite author. But I don't know, I'm just feeling like reading something else. Like, I keep thinking about Tammy Hogue, The Alibi Man, and The Tattooed Heart by Michael Grant. Let me see, what else could I read next? There's so many to choose from, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna read them all, obviously. It's gonna be great. It will keep me busy, so for a long, long time. Honestly, I don't need any more books, and I could sit here and say I'm not going to get any more books, but we all know recently, not very likely. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy this video. I hope you found it interesting. Let me know if any of the books I showed you own or want to own, or your favorite book. Any book suggestions? Let me know. There was a smudge on my glasses, making my eyes go funny. Anyways, um, yeah, I mean, we'll see what I end up reading, but I've been really enjoying the hardback books as well. I didn't used to really like hardback, and I've been really enjoying it at the moment, so that's interesting. But yes, I don't know what to read next, to be honest, because it's not like I'm like, oh, I don't want to read any of them. It's like I want to read all of them. That's the problem. But what should I read next? I don't know. We shall see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to come out. Alcos, Madals, and I never say that. And until next time, bye. Have a lovely day, and I hope you enjoyed this little book chat. Bye, guys.